You know, Longer's putted up the arm. I'm the one who started that up the arm at the LA Open in '81, I guess it was, or some '83 at LA Open. Everybody laughed at me on the tour. I had a 46-inch putter and put it up against the arm and just putted that way. And it's a pretty good way to putt. And of course, Longer won the Masters doing that, and Keegan Bradley uses that technique, and that's a pretty good way. I think that should be illegal also. But Longer now is putting it against his chest on the practice stroke, and then when he gets over the ball right before he takes it back, he just supposedly pulls it off. And then putts. And I just think the USGA should have just made it where the longest putter you could have is like 38 inches and leave it at that. And you couldn't stick it up, you know, against your arm, and you couldn't. I just think that would have been. There's some things the USGA has let go that I think is not good. I mean, the fact that you can have springy face clubs that really only spring if you have like 110 mile an hour plus speed. So you don't want to allow something that helps the guys already hitting at 305, and you guys can't hit it hard enough to make the face spring. So what good does it do to have something that hurts, doesn't do anything for the average player, and really helps the big bombers? You know, they can take that and, you know what I'm saying? So that should just be, there should be no spring effect. I mean, we used to use those persimmon because they had sponge effect. I mean, we didn't get any help from the club, you know, so I think that I can't believe that they have allowed that. You know, I wish USGA was right here. I mean, it's just, that seems crazy. There should be no spring effect, zero spring effect. And you know, that, and then the putting thing, I think the guy, you should just have to grip the club and putt. You know, they got enough different grips. They got the saw, they got, what's this one? This is this way, and then they got the pencil, and you know, they got cross-handed. I mean, they got a lot of ways to get around it. They don't need to have those long putters, I don't think.
Yeah, the game has changed quite a bit. I once asked Gene Borak what changed the game the most, and he said the lawnmower. The conditions of the golf course have such an effect on roll. I see some of the drives rolling out 30, 40, 50 yards on tour these days because of the way they keep those golf courses.
And the greens are so perfect. The game's good. I don't want to, you know, I've made a vow not to feel like the train's gone down the tracks, and I'm not complaining about how much better everything used to be. And it's easy to do that as you get to my age. But there's some things that I think that the USGA could have taken a firmer stance on in the tour also. It's just when Ping sued the tour, and then that was on the square groups, right? And they scared them to death, you know, and scared the USGA also. They backed out, and ever since then they're just afraid to stand up really for the things that maybe they should be standing up for. And that's my own opinion, but all in all, the game is great. Don't get me wrong, but you know, we shouldn't make it where the ball's going so far. I don't think. I think it should. If I had it my way and I'd run the game, I'd make them go back to the old small little straight across dimples that I shot the 63 at in Oakmont, which wasn't a bad round, you know. Obviously that works, and the advantage of that kind of forcing everybody to use the same dimple pattern, because it has no inherent lift hardly in it. You have to have a cover that spins more to keep it in the air, which makes your bad shots worse, but it also allows you to work the ball and hit all kinds of cool shots, because it spins 1,000 RPM more than the ball they have now. So in the process of spinning, you lose a certain amount of distance, but you could really get some cool shots with it, and that would make that change. I know we're not here for that, but I guess.
But it's true.